Hey guys, it's me. I thought that I would do a quick video and check in about two things. So the first thing I want to do is just briefly touch on day 4 in the items I got rid of today. So this is a Bears hat, and I started wearing baseball hats recently, but I haven't worn this one, and I probably won't wear it. I'm not really even a Bears fan. I got it for free, so I'm gonna go ahead and put that in the pile to say goodbye to. Also, this scarf, I think my mom gave this to me, and it's super cute, and I'm pretty sure I wore it once. I was trying to think about it, but it's just sitting in my closet, and I'm really trying to pare down and minimalize my closet as well, and it's not a part of that. Next, number 3, waterproof headphones. I love these. I don't use them right now. I'm not swimming right now. I would use them again if I were swimming, but the thing is that I also lost the piece that charges it, and it's really funky. Like, I had to search far and wide for decent ones that work underwater and found them on eBay, and it's like I had to like load my music in like the MP3 player, and it's like, I don't know. It was just really complicated, and I don't have that piece anyways, so why am I holding on to these? Well, guess what? I'm not anymore. Hasta la vista, baby. The last thing is something that's going to pop up a lot more throughout this challenge. I started a shot glass collection when I was in like 7th or 8th grade, and I guess I didn't start it, but my dad started bringing souvenirs back because he's always traveled a lot for work. And I went on a class trip and got some there. I mean, you can just get shot glasses wherever you go. So I was like, oh, this is a good way to like kind of like remember where I've been and stuff like that. So I'd have to count them, but I probably have over 200 shot glasses. The case that I have that I can hang up on the wall, I think holds like 52. And so I plan on keeping that, and I plan on keeping some of the ones that are really near and dear to me. A lot of people have gotten these from me throughout the years. I have ones from all different countries. But there's a lot that are just sitting on my shelves or in my closet, and I just don't use them. So I'm going to go ahead and get rid of my first shot glass. This shot glass was from Harvard. I visited Harvard in 2011. It was the last port, which was Boston, on my semester at sea. And so I thought I would get a shot glass at every port, and I just don't really need this one to remember that trip at this point. So that's day 4. Think I did the math yesterday and posted it somewhere, and it's like at the end of the month it'll be like 456 items or 465 items. I don't remember. 400 and something items, and I was like, okay, so like looking around like shit. Yeah, and I was just like, do I have that many items? And I'm like, I for sure do, including my clothes and everything. I absolutely do. So I'm going to continue. Obviously, I just was like, that's a pretty big number. And I was listening to one of the Minimalist podcasts today on fitness, and they had said they always like kind of reintroduce this challenge and give links, and they said that the average American person, the average American has over 300,000 items in their house. And I was like, that is a lot. That is absolutely a lot. And so I started thinking about that, and I was like, well, 456 out of that's not really that bad. Now, I live in an apartment, a 2-bedroom apartment. I'm already pared down. I probably don't have close to 300,000 items, but it'd be interesting to add them up and see how many I do. I think it would take forever, and I'm really bad at guesstimating. Like, bad with math, bad with guesstimating, completely off, like need to use measuring cups, so I couldn't even tell you really how many items I have, but I know I'll be minus 456 items lighter at the end of this month. So something else I wanted to talk about is, I touched briefly on like why I'm doing this, but I've been thinking a lot more about like what minimalism means to me and why it's so important. I've dabbled in it here and there. Like I've mentioned before, I did this challenge kind of differently a couple years back. I have watched the documentaries. I've been interested in it. I've been talking about getting a tiny home for forever. Anyone who really knows me knows that is definitely on my bucket list and something that I've been aspiring to do. And that goes hand in hand with minimalism for me because it's paring down. It's getting rid of a lot of these things that like I don't need physically. But minimalism, as you guys would see on the podcast, like it has a lot more to do with than just physical stuff. Like I mentioned today, I listened to a podcast about fitness, how to minimize fitness and how to take some of the drab or the pressure or the confusion out of being fit, because like they were saying on the podcast, there's so many items out there, so many different workouts, so many things you can do, so many things that we're being told we need to do, and it is overwhelming. I don't have the best relationship with working out, and that's a long story for a different time, but I tend to go on and off, and get confused about what I should be doing, or if, like making routines and stuff like that. Sometimes it's just way too overwhelming. So, one of the things they mentioned in the podcast was about the best minimalist exercise, is what they were talking about. If you're wanting to do something that like encompasses all areas of the body and is kind of like a meditation, they said swimming's absolutely the best, and that's research based. But the other opinion was the minimalist exercise that is best is the one that you like to do, because it's least resistance in your mind and you like to do it, and it can be a part of who you are, and just makes you feel good, versus me, for instance, dragging my butt to the gym, trying to figure out when I get there what I'm going to do, having to navigate other people and stuff like that. And I've done it before and I just don't like it. It doesn't stick. So for me, it has always been about, what do I like the best? Sometimes it has to be about convenience. And during COVID, there was really not a ton of options. So I worked out at home. So that was a little different, but I guess I'm kind of getting off on a tangent here because I listened to that podcast today, and I like to regurgitate. I don't know why that word is what I picked, but yeah, just kind of like summarize, I think is a better word, what I'm learning as I'm learning from who I consider the masters, and the minimalists. So, I mean, they coined, I don't know if they coined the term minimalism, but they definitely have been on this journey for a long time, and they have a lot of knowledge and have a lot of great things to say. So, in brief, that's kind of what they talked about on that podcast. And I guess coming back just shortly to what minimalism means for me, it means a way of life. It's not just like something you do. It's not just like, I do this challenge and then that's it. I mean, absolutely. If that's something that you're out for and you just want to get rid of some of your stuff, by all means. I'm not here to say or to tell you what to do, what's right or wrong. Like that's never my point. My point is, for me, it is a lifestyle, and I want to expand it to all areas of my life. So right now, this month, we're focusing on the physical, and in the upcoming months, I'll be doing different things to just be more minimalized, just live a cleaner existence, live a healthier existence, live a meaningful life. I'm doing on these, I'm doing hashtag men's game so that it gets, grouped with the, however that works with the hashtag. That's the official hashtag. And then the other hashtag I made up, I don't really think it's a thing. It's meaningful living, because that's what it's all about for me. It's not about being happy. It's not chasing the American dream, which is very old fashioned and outdated at this point anyways. But when I run into clients or talk to friends, or even, talk to myself, like, and hear about like being happy is great, but being happy all the time isn't realistic. And if we base everything off of wanting to be happy and that's our main goal, like, I just feel like that's setting, that would set myself up for failure. So I find meaning in challenges. I try to find meaning in pain. I try to find meaning in whatever happens. And if I can't directly find the meaning, then I know that there's still meaning, and I don't know it, because I don't know it all. I can't tell the future. Hindsight's 2020. So if I can't find meaning in the moment, I have faith that the universe is got its meaning for me. So To me, being minimal and getting rid of my stuff and getting rid of things that I don't need and trying to think more simple and live a simple life, that's what I want to do. I don't want to be bogged down by all these extras. I don't have space in my mind. I don't have space in my life. My passion and my goal is to help people, and I'm blessed to be able to do that. But my other passion and my other goal is to spend as much time with my friends and family as possible. Like that is it. And so a lot of these other things just, pop up and get in the way, and they can be eliminated. Like they really can. And I guess an example of what I mean by that is right now a big thing for me is clothes and makeup. Like I really stopped wearing makeup. I will wear a little bit here and there, and I enjoy a little bit, but for the most part I don't like it. I don't really know how to do it that well. I don't really want to learn. It's not really an interest of mine. So why have I been forcing myself to try and like figure that out? I'm really just kind of like, I don't really care about makeup, and like if my face has like a blemish or something, I might cover it up, I might not. If I'm going to work, I might, take a couple extra minutes and do it. But for the most part, I don't want to spend time on that. So that is an example of something that I'm talking about eliminating. That and another good example is spending extra time on clothes. I'm not going to really dive into all that right now. That is a completely different topic, and I will talk about that a different time, but I think that is a little bit more of a deeper dive into what minimalism means for me and the purpose behind it and why I'm doing all of this, why I'm taking the time to document it, why I'm taking the time to be mindful in this journey, because this is just my next avenue of growth. So I'm really excited to be sharing it with you guys. I don't know, it's just super cool. I've never done anything like this before. I've always said I've wanted to do little vlogs or podcasts or something. I think I've got some interesting things to say and some funny things to say, and hopefully at least one person will get something out of this. So if you're watching, thank you so much. I appreciate your support. I appreciate comments, questions, all that kind of stuff. If I don't get back to you right away, it's just because I'm not really used to being on this type of platform in this type of way. So feel free to leave it, but I'll definitely get back to you. All right, guys. Have a great night. See you soon.